Previously on Pocket Survival, Minami had gone to 2 tribal councils in a row and dropped 2 negative personalities from their tribe, though the worst of them still lingered, King the Scolipede. Why are these mons so light in the head? I am the ruler of this tribe. Why can these simpletons not fathom this? Even though they were unsatisfied with who remained, Minami was able to return the favor and send Korona to 2 tribal councils in a row. That environment of support from Korona was quickly evaporating, grabbing Nyra and dragging her to the watering hole, demanding to know what the group was talking about, actively threatening her. As the first tribal council saw Warl the Wobbuffet sent home. Warl, the tribe has spoken. And 2 sides formed in the ashes. One led by Aqua the Samurott and Zera the Vaporeon, and the other led by Alexander the Tyrantrum and Danny the Meowscarada. Korona would prove to have some sneaky game players among them, as Zera flipped to try and make a one-night only move. This might piss off War Otter, sure, but I'd consider that a good thing. I've seen what she's capable of when she's pissed off. Aqua caught on after her second time intimidating Nyra the Numel. That ungrateful bratty fish! And come tribal council, Zera's plan backfired. Zera wants to take out one of my votes, huh? Let's see how he likes it when you're gone. Resulting in Danny the Meowscarada being the 4th Mon voted out of the game. Danny, the tribe has spoken. 16 are left. Who will be voted out tonight? Episode 5. The Korona tribe has lost one of their taller members. That left side is actually looking kind of barren. And meanwhile, the Minami tribe has not been to tribal council the past 2 votes. So they're still looking relatively intact. Minus their first 2 members. Night! Gigi tries to apologize to Nyra about the treatment she's been forced to endure from Aqua, trying to comfort her. Okay, like, Aqua is strong and cool and all, but the way she seems to target and verbally assault Nyra is not cool. It's super sad to see Nyra so down in the dumps every time she gets accosted by Aqua over, like, nothing. I feel pretty bad for her. Aqua corners Zera and demands to know why the Vaporeon betrayed her. Zera laughs at the accusation from Aqua and insists he had a greater plan that would work out for them in the long run. He takes a while explaining this plan, and the more Aqua hears it, the more she seems to like the idea. She scolds Zera for not having told her sooner, but overall, likes the idea and wants him to keep going with it. So that was Zera's plan all along, huh? A double-edged sword. Vote out a future merge flipper and earn the trust of the other side so they feel more comfortable with larger numbers, making it easier to pick them off. I wish I'd thought of that personally, but Zera has a strong head on his shoulders. Seems being a fellow water type has its advantages then. As we go into day 11, it's not a reward challenge. Oh god, this! Oh my god, I just realized what this is. Flan is taking a nap in the shelter, trying to restore his energy, when he's awoken by this weird prodding feeling. He finds King is pressing his feet onto the Alolan Grimer as if using him like some common footrest. Flan moves away quickly and is so caught off guard he can't even put up his clown act, demanding to know what King was thinking. King rolled his eyes, making a comment that Flan's disgusting body is only good for foot massages. Flan is so disgusted by this action that he takes a swim in the river to clean off. Oh my god. Time for my heel face turned back to him. King is entitled to his footrest! Oh my god! Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, it's a little weird. I can't even joke around right now. I'm in no mood. This was such a terrible thing for King to do. Clearly he sees that he's on the way out and is just trying to cause issues. But even then, how self-absorbed do you have to be to use a fellow tribemate as a footrest? He needs to go. Aquamarine, Ocelot, and Poppy come together and discuss who should go out next if they have to go to Tribal Council. There really isn't much discussion, though, as the trio all agrees to take King out on the next vote. Oh my god. What is happening with the background? Fuck, whatever. Yeah, I think we all knew even before today that King was sorta on the chopping block, but any ideas of swapping him out and playing more strategically to take out a bigger threat went out the window after today. He's so despised by the tribe at this point that any votes not cast for him would be seen as those mons being fine with what he's done today. That's a game killer. It's gotta go. When the alliance of Alexandra, Brad, Nyra, and Zara meet up again, Nyra wastes little time in apologizing for voting with Aqua, talking about how intimidating Aqua was and how scared she was to not listen to her. The others assure her it's fine as long as she can try not to do it again. They can always work something out since they aren't technically the minority. The tribe is split 4-4 right now. Yeah, we aren't in the minority anymore, guys. Well, so long as Zara here feels our next move is good enough to side with, that is. They really still don't realize they're being played by me? I guess since Shaker was proven to have voted with War Otter and the others, they saw that I voted alongside them and still trust me. Oh, they have no idea. How unfortunate for them. When Aqua, Copper, Gigi, and Mama come together to talk game again, Mama suggests voting for Zara since he betrayed their alliance as a traitor. Aqua laughs, filling the others in on Zara's brilliant plan, cluing them into the fact that Zara is still on their side. So the focus should slide to Alexandra or Brad, a threat or a different traitor. Zara really thought up all that, huh? Guessing he's not as fish-brained as I thought. Well, if it's gonna work for us, I don't see anything wrong with it. Is this a challenge? Challenge! It is time for episode 5's Immunity Challenge. The tribes are given a large set of blocks that they must align like dominoes over a long, angular beam, whilst avoiding tripwires that would topple the already stacked blocks. Once the entire line has been properly placed, the dominoes must be toppled over from the start to cause a chain reaction. If the chain reaction reaches all the way to the end, the last block will fall on a button that will trigger a mechanism to raise a flag. First tribe to raise their flag with a correct chain reaction wins immunity. Losers go to Tribal Council, where someone will be the 5th Mon voted out of Pocket Survival, the Koraidon Badlands. Because the tribes are back to being even, no Mon needs to sit out, meaning that we are about to find out who wins. Who wins the 5th Immunity Challenge? Korona wins immunity. Finally back to win immunity. Okay, this is a little outdated. They did not win a fishing net. This is untrue. They did not win a fishing net. They didn't win a fishing net. They already had a fishing net. Minami will be going to Tribal Council tonight. Mama approaches Brad and asks why he hasn't used his wings at all to fly. She seems bothered because a flying type would be a powerful resource for scouting and camp life. Brad sheepishly admits that he had broken his wing a few years prior, and while it's healed since, he's been a bit nervous to fly. Mama tries to encourage him to try, only for him to make a rude comment and return and walk off. Damn. You try to be a nice sport and help a man in need, and all you get in return these days is insulted for it. This new generation don't know nothing about respect, that's for damn sure. If I pulled that crap when I was his age, I'd get walloped for it. The disrespect round her is shameful. Alexandra notices that Nyra still seems very nervous despite the fact that the tribe isn't going to tribal, so she's safe. She tries to ask what's wrong, and Nyra admits she's just really afraid that Aqua's gonna do something to get her out, and it's really put her on edge. To calm her down, Alexandra pulls out a hidden immunity idol, explaining how she found it and saying she'd use it to keep Nyra safe if need be. Nyra's surprised to see it, but it does seem to relieve her somewhat. Oh my god, you told the person that tells someone everything that you have an idol! Oh my god! Oh my god, what a terrible move! Oh my god! Oh my god! Nyra needs extra duct tape now. Nyra's an alright Mon. Sure, she has her problems and always seems to cave into Aqua's demands, but I have faith she can do better. She just needs a little push. Reminds me of a friend from my bounty hunting training. She always failed her exams by just a few points. She needed that little push. So I tossed her into the janitor's closet with a few books and prevented her from leaving the night before the next exam. I also growled and screamed at the door every few minutes to keep her awake all night. She aced the test, and to thank me, she never spoke to me again. She wasn't that good at bounty hunting, though. I think she's a receptionist now, or something boring like that. Oh, you poor soul. You poor unfortunate soul. And we go to Minami, who is going to Tribal Council tonight. Just like before their last Tribal Council, Alicia gathers the entire tribe for a tribe meeting and asks who everyone wants to vote for. The tribe unanimously agrees on voting for King after his selfish and disgusting acts, especially citing Flan and Rue's struggles with him. King, insulted as ever, leaves to look for an idol, insisting he will find it and play it again and make everyone regret hating him. Tonight better actually be the end of King in this game, or else I swear I'll beat him into a medevac myself. That mon's gone too far too many times and hurt too many of us on the tribe. This is the first time I really feel like the entire tribe is united in a common goal. All of us. To vote out that sick, selfish piece of crap. After the tribe meeting, Alicia pulls Rue aside and double checks to see if the rest of the tribe has been more welcoming to her. Rue admits that the rest of their tribe has been much kinder since they last spoke, and thanks her for giving her another chance in this game. Alicia insists it's nothing, since Rue is a great challenge competitor that deserves to stay. I'm glad things are starting to go my way again after the whole King debacle. Hopefully we could just vote him out tonight and get it completely squared away. That's the plan, at least. Alicia's been super helpful since I last spoke with her. Being around Alicia just makes me feel warm inside. I'm not really sure why. We are back to Tribal Council. Minami is back. Hasn't been to Tribal Council for a little bit now. So, Minami tribe, it's been a few Tribal Councils without you. Before tonight, the tribes were even again. Just means we're in one hell of a competition. Everyone's competing with their full effort, and both tribes are just evenly matched. I wouldn't have it any other way. Ridiculous. It would be significantly better if we were only winning, Alicia. That said, losing does pose the chance to take out weak links every now and again. It's not the end of the world. Speaking of weak links, I heard that, like the last tribal you all went to, you held a tribe meeting to determine a group vote again. How did that play out? The results were the same as they were before. King, no matter how royal he seems to believe he is a foul, selfish creature of whom does not deserve to remain in this game. Yeah, King's disgusting. Just a few days ago, he was using Flan as a footrest. He really thinks he's that much better than all of us. It's gross. I won't be going anywhere, you cretins. See, as I said I would, I have gained another hidden immunity idol, of which I will be using to remain in the game once more tonight. So let me get this straight. King, you're saying you have an idol? So you're not going out no matter what? I bet he's lying. Only a big dope would claim to have an idol like that again. He knows we're all voting for him. So why would he tell us? Yeah, Flan has a point. If you know we're all gonna vote you out, it would be dumb to tell us you have an idol. Plus, he didn't do it last time. Idol or not, it doesn't matter, King. You could play a damn rock for all I care. You betrayed my trust and treated me like a puppet. I'm voting for you no matter what. Nothing will change my mind. Well, let's put this vote to the test then. It is time to vote. Ocelot, you're up first. I can't believe I've let you hold so much power over me up to this point. I'm utterly disgusted with myself. You better go tonight. To think my own closest ally would come to betray me, the ruler of Minami. You will come to regret this choice, Rue. If anybody has a hidden immunity item and would like to play it now, would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Pokemon voted out will be asked to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, King. That's 1 vote King. You forgot your item play. King. That's 2 votes King. Rue. That's 2 votes King. 1 vote Rue. King. That's 3 votes King. 1 vote Rue. King. That's 4 votes King. 1 vote Rue. 5th Pokemon voted out of Pocket Survival, the Koraidon Badlands. King. That's 5 votes. That's enough. You're gonna have to bring me your torch. You insolent fools. You'll come to regret this. Every last one. This is not the last you've seen of me. King, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Those ignorant fools. They will regret the day they voted out royalty. Voted out unanimously. King is gone. Not gonna lie, I would have kept him. I mean, what is it? He makes a good, he makes a good shield. Episode 6. Korona tribe. Minami tribe. They just lost one of their really big members. Night 12. The entire tribe comes together to celebrate King finally being voted off their tribe and out of this game. Of everyone celebrating, Flan and Rue seemed the most ecstatic out of everyone since they both had personal beef with King. He's gone. He's finally gone. The nighttime sky looks far prettier, the Badlands smell much better, the sound of the river rushing past camp even sounds better. That jerk is finally gone, and finally, I can play for myself in this game now, without this big fat scolipede forever chained to my leg. Poppy notices that Rue is having trouble falling asleep that night, and when he asks why, she admits that she's still way too giddy and excited after finally voting out King at Tribal, and just can't will herself to sleep. Poppy tries his best to calm her down, managing to get her calm enough to fall asleep. Rue is a very nice girl. She's been plagued with trouble ever since she first spoke with that damn Scolipede. Clearly today has been her favorite day in the game so far. I mean, it was just a vote that seemed easy for everyone, but she's taking this very personally, in a good way. It's almost like this weighs on her like a personal life achievement, which doesn't make much sense, but hey, I see where I can maneuver my charm and I use it to my advantage. That's what I'm all about! As we move into day 13. This is a reward challenge. Reward challenge! We got another reward challenge on tap for you. Everyone loves reward challenges. Everyone! 2 tribe members each hold onto a rope that is being used to hold up a large net above the ground. Members of the rival tribe must toss coconuts into their opponent's net. First tribe to get their opponent's net to hit the ground wins reward. The reward for this challenge is a feast of steaks, sausages, vegetables, and wine back at camp. Damn, I didn't realize that coconuts were native to the Koraidon Badlands. That's crazy. Oh yeah. The Korona tribe, to keep the tribe's even number for the challenge, must sit a Pokemon out. They choose to sit out Nyra, which honestly is probably the best choice they can make. Korona wins reward again. I mean, Korona's been winning most of the rewards this season, so that's not very surprising that does happen. They win a feast back at camp! Congratulations to Korona! The Korona tribe all comes together after winning the reward, enjoying their camp feast together, and all having a great time while doing so. Now that was a darn good meal. I mean, does it come close to the biscuits and gravy I can whip up in a moment's notice back at my bar? Nowhere near. But it was still damn good for sure. I'd take seconds if there were any. Aqua pulls Nyra aside after the reward and demands to know what the other side of the tribe is planning. This catches Nyra completely off guard since they don't have tribal or anything like that tonight. She tries to say that they haven't made any plans yet, but Aqua can tell that Nyra is trying to hide something. After pushing further, Aqua gets Nyra to confess that Alexandra found an idol, which shocks Aqua. Oh my god! I can't believe it! Aqua found out about the thing! This is crazy! I'm in such shock! So, the giant rabies beast has an idol then. Well, now I know, so good luck playing it in any meaningful way. Now I just gotta talk to the others and devise some kind of plan. That oversized rage machine is next on my hit list. Ocelot and Rue talk strategy, mostly related to strategy going into the merge. Ooh, they're already talking merge talks. Ocelot's taken note that their tribe seems disorganized, like there may have been some cracks within, and Rue agrees that she's noticed that too. They both agree that the first thing that should be done come merge is to suss out the lower ranking mons on that tribe and use them to take out the tribe's big guns. Whilst doing sweet yo-yo tricks, yo! Rue is surprisingly competent in strategy. Up until the king vote, she appeared hopeless in the realm of it, but maybe she's smarter than she's letting on. If that is true, she is more of a threat than I have been led to believe. Aquamarine notices that Flan and Maria are working on something together by the river, in the sand. When she approaches, she sees they're making some sort of picture, with a large portion of the tribe's remaining rice rations. Getting annoyed, she demands to know what the deal is, and Maria shares that she wanted to make art but didn't want to do it in the sand, so Flan suggested they use the tribe's rice. Aquamarine cannot contain her anger very well with them having wasted so much food. I realized the mistake I made there, yeah. We shouldn't have been using the tribe's rations to make play art in the sand. That was a pretty bad move on our part. And now the tribe has a bunch less food. I can understand why Aquamarine got so upset, but it was surprising seeing it come from her. She's usually so elegant and put together. It's like a whole other side of her when she found out. It's almost like you just wasted the tribe's food! Oh my god! Day 14! Aqua pulls Zera aside and tells him about Alexandra's idol, which catches the Vaporeon by surprise since he had no idea about it, and asks who else knows. Aqua shares that she got that info from Nyra, who got it from Alexandra. Zera seems excited to hear all this, and the two of them agree to use this information the next time they go to Tribal. War Honor, I don't think you realize just how great this is really going to be for us. Psycho has an idol and none of her friends know? This is the perfect way to introduce some cracks in that alliance. Well, cracks that don't involve Shaker getting bullied by War Otter, at least. But, yes, this could flip that alliance on its head and turn everyone against Psycho. We just gotta play our cards right. Gigi tries to get into some common ground with Copper by trying to talk about K-pop and why he likes it so much. However, Copper's only response is to ask if they can talk about buttons instead, which annoys the Absol. Like, OMG, can you stop talking about buttons? It's like all you talk about. What is your problem? Copper seriously needs to get off this button craze of his and try to indulge in cool stuff like K-pop and anime. Why does that loser have to be on my tribe? Poppy approaches Ocelot, pointing out that he overheard him and Rue talking the other day. Ocelot has asked how, and Poppy reveals that with his small stature, it's very easy for him to sneak around and stay hidden, so it's very easy for him to eavesdrop. Ocelot seems a little bit annoyed, but Poppy tries to convince him that he'll only use his sneaky skills to help them get further, because he likes the Florigata. This seems to calm Ocelot down. Yeah, so I can sneak around, duh. I mean, it's probably hard to see me even here when the camera is facing me and I'm the only one talking to you. I do it pretty regularly, actually. Usually get an idea of what someone is like before I go in for the charm. I'm a salesman after all. Gotta make use of every advantage I can take. Interesting. I wonder how Poppy will use this to his advantage in the game. Aquamarine tells Alicia about what happened with the rice the day prior, and asks what should be done about it. Alicia wastes little time in insisting either Flan or Maria needs to be voted out the next time they get the chance, which Aquamarine agrees on. What she doesn't agree on is Alicia saying it should be Maria, bringing up that they're in an alliance with her, Ocelot and Poppy. Alicia shrugs it off, saying tribe strength is more important than alliances and strategy. So, Alicia thinks that way, huh? That this alliance we made is nothing? Sure, I'm mad at Maria, but we can't just betray her. She's part of our alliance and an integral part of the strategy we need to implement to go deep in this game. But Flan should stay just because he's better at challenges? Alright, Alicia, I see where your priorities lie. Day 15. Pretty sure this is a challenge, right? Immunity Challenge. It is the 6th Immunity Challenge of the season. 3 castaways per tribe are required to hold onto a pole for as long as they can. The remaining 4 members of each tribe will work together to grab and drag the monster from the rival tribe away from the poles and onto a mat about 20 yards away. The first tribe to drag all 3 of their rival tribe members onto the mat wins immunity. Losers go to Tribal Council, where someone will be the 6th Mon voted out of Pocket Survival to Koraidon Badlands. Let's find out who wins immunity. But first, who is the Korona tribe going to sit out? They have to sit out Brad. They've been sitting out Brad a lot. Who wins the 6th immunity of the season? It is the Minami tribe. Comes back and wins again, which means Korona is going back to Tribal Council, which means again the tribes are going to be evenly matched coming out of tonight's Tribal Council going into next episode. That is very intriguing. Oh, during the challenge, Copper gets part of his nose chipped off and needs to get checked out by the medical team. There will be an update before Tribal Council. Maria is super happy after the challenge, stopping everyone once they get back to camp and thanking them all for doing such a great job. She's especially ecstatic because she made friendship bracelets for the entire tribe a while ago, and before this challenge, she'd finally convinced everyone to wear them going into the challenge. Finally! They're repping that tribe pride with those friendship bracelets. We love to see it. Yay, friendship! I'm so happy everyone agreed to wear the friendship bracelets. It felt like such a nice way to reunite us after all the king drama we had to deal with before all this. Finally, we can relax and not have to worry about that meanie. Tribe pride. The trio of Aquamarine, Ocelot, and Poppy talk over what they should do the next time they go to Tribal Council. Aquamarine shares that what she heard from Alicia about wanting Maria gone. The others both would rather let Flan go, though, so they agree that when the time comes, they'll talk with Maria and Rue about a Flan vote and leave Alicia out of it. This is not a difficult game of strategy, when you have brains at least. Alicia wanting to turn on an ally would be an idiotic play for all parties involved. The time for betrayal is nowhere near now. That will come soon enough, so long as we get to the merge intact like this. There are some beasts on the other tribe I want to handle. The Tyrantrum and the Samurott in particular, I believe would be some exhilarating trophies to take down myself. As we go to Korona, who has Tribal Council tonight. Aqua, Gigi, and Zara meet up, with Aqua also dragging Brad and Nyra in and telling everyone about Alexandra's idol. Brad and Gigi are shocked, with Zara acting as though this is the first time he's heard the news. Aqua makes a speech about how they may be two opposing sides, but Alexandra cannot be allowed to take that idol into the merge. She needs to go. Brad seems reluctant, though Zara being on board gets him to agree too. She'll tell Copper if he gets back alright. I don't know how I feel about this. Aqua's a bitch. I don't like working with her. But Alexandra's already dangerous as hell. Having an idol is only going to make it harder to handle her. Fuck, man, this shit's tough. Alexandra, Brad, Nyra, and Zara come together and all decide that even if Copper is fine to continue, they're still going to vote him out tonight, as he's one of the easier votes they could pull off in the game. I don't know, man. They've already tried to vote him off twice, and both times it failed. So I don't know. Well, another simple vote it's gonna be. I want to get that mean-spirited brat Aqua out real damn bad, but everyone else still wants Copper, so it'll have to do. Alexandra notices Nyra seems nervous again, and this time Nyra tries to insist she's fine. Alexandra shares another story, though, about a friend that was too nervous to ask her crush out to prom, so Alexandra grabbed the friend and rampaged into the classroom the crush was in, destroying the wall and much of the room before tossing her friend in front of her crush and demanding she asks. The crush even said yes! Basically, if Nyra is nervous, she will do whatever she can to help her out. I don't know what to do. Alexandra's... She's one of the only big mons that's ever been nice to me, but don't want to get hurt by Aqua. I really want to tell Aqua, but maybe I should. Oh, there was one more thing. After being checked on by the medical team, Copper is cleared to continue in the game. They were unable to get the chipped off part of his Copper's nose back on, but it does not seem to be an injury that requires any treatment. Copper is fine. Welcome back to Tribal Council, Korona. Though, with the medical scare that happened earlier, Tribal even happening tonight was in some doubt. I told them I was fine. It's just some rock on my nose. Nothing some button therapy can't relieve me from. Oh my Arceus, can you shut up about the buttons, man? Damn! You're so annoying! Sorry. Well, after tonight, the tribes will once again be even going forward. It's 7 apiece. Like I say all the time, we should be dominating the other tribes. The fact it's this even is insulting. Oh, come on, Aqua. This just means the merge is gonna be close and thrilling. Lighten up a little, won't ya? I gotta admit, the tribes being even going into the merge does sound thrilling. Now that would be a fun game to maneuver around. It'd be fun, yeah, but we ain't here to have fun. We're here to win. As my pa always said, it's not about the journey, it's about the destination. A lot of you seem to have the merge in mind. Does anyone have any ideas how that's gonna go down? I mean, like, ideally, we all work together and reach the end like besties, right? But, I don't know. We don't all work together very well. All this talk about the future, I just want to focus on the now. Well, if the now is what you want, then we'll get straight to the point. It is time to vote. Alexandria first! We've called you the easy vote every time we've walked in here. Let's hope we can commit to it this time, okay? I've been waiting a long damn time to write your name down. When you get back home, go see a therapist. You should be diagnosed as the psychopath you've proven yourself to be. If anybody has a hidden immunity item and would like to play it now, would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Pokemon voted out will be asked to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Alexandra. That's 1 vote, Alexandra. Alexandra. That's 2 votes, Alexandra. Alexandra. That's 3 votes, Alexandra. Alexandra. That's 4 votes, Alexandra. Copper. That's 4 votes, Alexandra. 1 vote, Copper. Sixth Pokemon voted out of Pocket Survival, the Koraidon Badlands. Alexandra. That's 5 votes. That's enough. You're gonna have to bring me your torch. I was with you all for the long haul, damn it. Loyal to the end. Why would you turn on me? Alexandra, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Damn! They all voted for me? Ah, I wish I knew to play my idol. This is infuriating. Ah! Nyra finally kept quiet, guys. This is what you guys have been wanting, right? You guys have been wanting Nyra to not talk. She didn't talk this time. Oh my god. The one time she should have talked. The one time she should have talked. Oh my god, all she could do the entire game was talk. And you know what? She proved to us that she could not talk if she wanted to.